So it's obviously not the result that Northamptonshire were hoping for. Decent hope at 4 down with Karen Nair and George Bartlett in, but in the end, second new ball, it just fell apart a bit.
It did, yeah, and that last half an hour there, where we crumbled a little bit at the end, that's obviously the feeling that we've got. That's the raw feeling at the minute, which is disappointing. But I thought we showed some good character today. And last night, I thought we were in a good position. And like we said last night, you never know how this game could unfold. With Bart's there on 40 odd and whatever he got, and Karen 60, then you think, oh, we're in a great position here. Whether we try and save the game or even in a position last hour of the day to do something special, but a little tickle down the leg side and the game changed very quickly. But they had some credit to Gloucester. I thought they played a brilliant game. They had a couple of bowlers with pace. Pace creates pressure, creates chances, it creates indecision, and fair play to their quick bowlers. I thought they made something happen. That's probably the difference between the two sides.
Would it be fair to say that the problems really, as far as Northamptonshire were concerned, were largely down to the second day when, with both bat and ball, things didn't go to plan?
Yeah, I think there's two areas that we've just identified. One was the last hour of day one, where we probably didn't bowl as well as what we can, but we kept control. And then we missed a chance in the slips, and then we dropped 2 chances in the slips, and all of a sudden the game's different. They could have been 280, 290, 320 all out at a push. And then all of a sudden the game's very, very different because we avoid the follow-on, bowlers are fresher, etc., and the knock on the ripple effect. So those 3 catches, those 3 chances we felt were crucial last hour of day one. And then 50 for 1 at lunch, and then 70. I think we lost 70 for 6 in that session just after lunch on day 2. And ultimately it's that session that's cost us.
But as far as today went, as you say, getting over 300 in the 4th innings is always a reasonable achievement. So something at least positive to look back on.
Yeah, I mean, our batters have done great this year. Look at the numbers, look at the averages. They've played some brilliant cricket. The batting unit's fired. They've had one bad day, one bad session, and that's why we're in this position today. So let's not get too down about it. Everybody has a bad day. It's sport. There's always a winner and a loser. But yeah, disappointing to lose this match, but I think on the whole the batting unit have fired pretty well, so I'm not going to overreact, I'm not going to panic.
What about Luke Proctor, who's just so consistent this season with 32 in the first innings, his lowest championship score of the season so far, another 60 today, caught off the back of the bat, which I think must be a bit of a rarity for him, certainly. But again, he must be delighted at the way he's shaping up so far.
He's been brilliant. He's been our best batter. I thought he bowled beautifully as well this game. He's a brilliant cricketer, and he does what Procky done. It's what he's done for many years. Hopefully, continues for a lot more. But yeah, it was a bit of a very strange dismissal really. When he looked set, he looked in full control. He faced 150 balls or something like that. He's got 650s in 7 innings. He's been magnificent. So. But again, this morning he looks in full control, and then something just happens. The game can change so quick, and again, fair play to Gloucester. But yeah, to answer your question on Procky, he's been superb.
What about Karen Nair as well? Because he battled away in that second innings after getting a serious clonk on the helmet. It's very rare you see a ball actually hit so flush on the helmet that it bounces back towards the bowler. Is he okay?
Yeah, he is. I mean, he wore a couple there, didn't he? He got one on the shoulder that flew off a length a little bit, one that rattled him on the glove, obviously the one that hit him on the head. And I thought, he played beautifully, looked in full control. I've never seen him phased, even there, after getting hit a couple of times. He's a wonderful player and a great character, but sadly today he didn't quite bat as long as what we'd hoped. But yeah, he's fine.
Thoughts looking ahead to Derbyshire, obviously, starting on Friday. Saw Jack White having a little role during the lunch interval. What's the latest on him?
Well, he's thereabouts for Friday. We're very hopeful he'll be playing. He's a little bit undercooked, obviously, because he's not played much cricket in the last 2 months. But he's somebody that if he's somewhere near and playing, then we're a better team because of it. So we'll be doing everything we can to get him on the park on Friday morning. And
also Rob Keogh obviously missed this game with this bit of an ongoing back problem. How's he shaping up?
Yeah, it's a frustrating one again. 2 senior players there who have been instrumental in our success the last couple of years. Keezy's back we're hoping it's okay. He's had some slightly different treatment. He's had an injection and something else that he's done this week. And we're hopeful that that's settled down now, and it's going to kind of numb a bit of his pain, and hopefully he can get through. So he's thereabouts for Friday, and hopefully he's back in the mix for us because they're two key players.
The table is very tight, as we've been saying right the way through the season. I imagine it's likely to remain so. How important it is to get something out of the next couple of games, Derbyshire and Yorkshire, before you go into the T20?
Yeah, for a couple of reasons really. One is momentum to then take us into the next comp, which is T20, but also, you know, if we're going to mount a challenge in the Championship and be there or thereabouts in September, I think we've got to get a win under our belts, certainly in these next two. So yeah, look, fair play to Gloucester. They played a great game this week. They outplayed us in 3 disciplines, so fair play to them. But we need to bounce back on Friday and have 2 good solid performances. We've played some good cricket this year so far. We've had 1 bad session that's cost us this game. So I'm not going to overreact too much. Lads are in a good place. They've played some good cricket. There's a lot of confidence up there, and hopefully we can bounce back Friday.